You're not lacking ability. You're just the victim of the worst screenwriter in the world. Yourself. And the thing is, you actually believe it. Not because it's true, but because you've heard it so many times, it stopped sounding like a story and started sounding like you. Once it sounds like you stop questioning it. It doesn't start with, I can't do this. It starts with one quit, and then that feeling right after. You know that feeling, right? You decide you're done, and suddenly everything just lifts. That's not weakness. That's dopamine. Your brain just learned something. Quitting feels like a reward, and it learns faster than you think. But that relief lasts maybe 20 minutes. The shame of quitting, that sticks around for days. Doesn't say anything. Just sits there. And every time it fades, your brain runs the same play. Quit. Relief. Repeat. You're not just telling yourself you can't do it. You're addicted to the loop. And then something shifts. At some point, you don't even need to fail anymore. Your brain runs the failure in advance and calls it experience. No attempt, no loop, no shame. Just a quiet default. I already know how this goes. That's when it stops being a habit. That's when it becomes identity. Until one day you stop making excuses. Not because you fixed anything, but because you truly believe it now. This is who you are. Someone the real stuff doesn't apply to? The question isn't, can I do this? The question is, that I can't you keep carrying around. Do you actually know that? Or are you just hooked on it? Knowing means you've tried. Enough ways. Long enough. And it still didn't work. Hooked means you haven't tried long enough to actually find out. But your brain's so used to the exit ramp that it takes it before you even realize you're driving. Most people are in that second camp, and they call it self-awareness. It's not. It's just familiarity. Failing has a story. In progress has nothing. And most people would rather have a story than sit in the silence of not knowing yet. There's something in Buddhist philosophy, and I'm not going to get all deep on you, but it's this. The version of you from yesterday, the one who quit, who failed, who just laid there, that guy is gone. He doesn't walk into today. Nothing carries him over. Except one thing, you bring him back, with your memory. Every time you think I always do this, you're literally holding the door open for a dead man, and letting him drive, and letting him make decisions for a life he doesn't even exist in anymore. The past doesn't hold you back. You're holding it. Yesterday's failure isn't a sentence. It's just an event that already ended. You're not that guy, unless you keep casting him as the lead. The problem isn't that you don't have discipline. The problem is there's a voice in your head. I call it the loyal liar. It's not your enemy. It genuinely thinks it's looking out for you. It says, don't try so you won't fail. It says you can't do this, so you won't get hurt. It shows up every single day, consistent as hell. And it is slowly killing you with safety. Nothing breaks. Nothing grows. Every time you procrastinate, that's not laziness. That's the loyal liar doing its job. Building a case, stacking reasons, making sure you never have to face the possibility of failing again. You're not avoiding the task. You're letting a scared voice run your life, and calling it being realistic. Hey guy, the time you're protecting, you're not doing anything with it. So what exactly are you afraid to waste? This isn't motivation. This is evidence. Most advice tells you, change how you think about yourself. I'm not saying that, because a news story without evidence is just delusion. Two guys, different sports, same mechanism. Jordan, cut from his high school varsity team sophomore year. Went home, closed the door, spent the entire summer training alone, before anyone else showed up to the court. Not because he believed it would work, because he couldn't sit with being told he wasn't enough. CR7. Heart surgery at 15, irregular heartbeat. Career could have ended before it started. Walked into Sporting Lisbon at 12. Wrong accent. Not the most talented kid in the room. Just a kid with a broken heart and a locker room that didn't take him seriously. Stayed after every session. Alone. Nobody watching. Until it was dark. The loyal liar had plenty of material for both of them. Neither of them argued with it. They just kept showing up, until the results made the liar irrelevant. The liar doesn't argue with results. Now let me tell you about someone else. Not an athlete, nobody special, no head start. 100 pounds soaking wet. Weak. English was basically non-existent. It's me. The guy who made this video. I'm not telling you this because I figured it out. I'm telling you this because I'm still in it. First day lifting, 5-kilogram dumbbells. Woke up the next morning and my whole body was done. Loyal liar showed up right on time. See? You're not built for this. Watching English videos and understanding nothing? Not a word. Same voice? You started too late. This isn't for you. 10 years in, still figuring out what it means to be a man, still building it one day at a time. I don't have all the answers. I'm just further down the same road you're standing at right now. The liar doesn't go quiet because you win an argument with it. It goes quiet because you keep moving. One small thing, every day. Do that long enough, evidence stacks up. The story starts to crack. Not because you believe in yourself, because you have receipts. The version of you 6 months from now isn't a mystery. That's already decided, based on what you repeat. I can't do it. I will do it. Little by little. It takes time. CR7 didn't wake up one day and decide to work hard. He decided he was going to be the greatest of all time. Jordan didn't go home after getting cut and feel sorry for himself. He went to the gym. That was the version. Everything else, the late nights, the extra reps, the obsession. That was just the road to get there. I had a version too. A guy who isn't skinny and weak anymore. A guy who can use English to build his life. Not perfectly, not overnight. Just that guy. That was the direction. You don't need to know how. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to know which version you're walking toward. Pick it, lock it, then forget about the timeline. Because 6 months is just the beginning. The real thing happens later, when it stops feeling like effort, when it stops being a decision, when you just do it, because that's who you are now. That's consistency turning into identity. That's the loyal liar running out of things to say. There's no day you arrive. There's just the day. It starts to feel like home. It's never too late to start. But every day you don't. That's a day written by the loyal liar. There are two kinds of people at the end of the road. One looks back and knows he lived. One looks back and wonders, what if? The version of you 6 months from now is watching you right now, either with gratitude or with contempt. Your call. But you're already making it, even if you do nothing.